So I can see here a white color. The nose, plastic. I will carry my cellar with me on an island.
各位朋友，大家好！今天呢，欢迎大家陪我威爸一起来喝果汁。那今天要一起喝的果汁呢，是来自于法国勃艮第。这个产区呢，说简单呢，很简单。葡萄品种呢，不论是红酒还是白酒，几乎呢都是单一葡萄品种所酿造的。红酒呢是非常的柔顺细致，以 Pinot Noir 葡萄品种为主；白酒呢则是变化多端的 Chardonnay 为主。它有大概84个法定产区，4000多个城堡，19个酿酒的合作社跟300个大酒商，要用相同的品种，忠实的、完整的反映每一个土壤、气候、年份的特色。今天很开心邀请到了我好朋友 Vincent Wallays 来台呢接受我威爸的访问。他也是法国知名100年酒厂狮颂酒厂的代表。然后呢，狮颂酒厂呢不仅是香槟著名的伯兰爵家族在勃艮第的版图，也是勃艮第最大也最古老的酒厂之一。自1755年来，一直在伯恩的葡萄园间以及市中心那座15世纪的古堡中宣扬勃艮第这伟大的风土，揭开勃艮第的神秘面纱。Welcome, Vincent. Welcome to Taiwan.
Hello, everyone. I'm very excited to be here on William channel to talk about Burgundy today.
Oh, great. Please brief us on the introduction of Burgundy.
What I will try to do during the few minutes that we have together is to simplify Burgundy as much as possible, because many people think that Burgundy is really complicated, but I will give you a key fact in order to make it very easy to understand. If we look at Burgundy, there is lots of different wines. So many are produced, so many different names, and that's why some people are getting confused sometimes because there is a lot of different names. But in terms of production, it's very small because Burgundy is all about the terroir. It's all about the soil, about where the grape is from. Now talk about Burgundy and the fact that the wines are getting more and more popular around the world. Burgundy, it's a very tiny area in France. Even though it's spread out in different regions with lots of different wines, if I just look at from Mâcon to Chablis, it represents roughly about 5% of
the French total
wine production, which is very small.
When you just kind of describe it about Beaujolais, we would call it 5+1. So the five major region would be from the very north to the south by chronological order. So we have Chablis, then Côte de Nuits, Côte de Beaune, Côte Chalonnais, and Mâconnais. That's the 5, and then on the very south there's Beaujolais.
Exactly.
The label of the Burgundy is very complicated in the regions. So can you teach us a little bit? Like, can you try to simplify it a little bit and teach us how to look at a Burgundian label?
I'll do my best.
Yeah, okay.
Let's say that here we have a pyramid. And on the pyramid on the top you have the Grand Cru that basically roughly represents between 1.4 to 2% of the total wine production in Burgundy.
So we're talking about 5% of France and then 1 to 2% of Burgundy.
Of Burgundy.
So that's like small.
Super small.
Okay.
Very little Grand Cru are available. And then you have the Premier Cru. Premier Cru roughly represents 10% of Burgundy wine production. So those two guys are always located on the slope of a hill. Then you have the village that is on the mainland, and then you have regional. But a grape that cannot, that is from the regional area, that are outside the appellation of a village, cannot claim to be a village, a Premier, or a Grand Cru.
But it is in the Burgundy.
So you can downgrade, but you can never upgrade.
Okay.
Never ever.
Okay.
So if I can use those bottles that we have here to explain. For instance, I take the Bourgogne Pinot Noir. Here, it's mean that this Pinot Noir can come from anywhere in Burgundy. For Chanson, it's coming from Côte de Beaune and the Côte Chalonnaise. to give you just a quick idea.
Okay.
It's the same thing if we're talking about a Bourgogne Chardonnay.
Yeah.
It can come from anywhere in Burgundy. For us, it's coming from northern part of Burgundy, the Chablis area, and a part from Côte Chalonnaise. As you know, we bought 45 hectares of vineyard in the Côte Chalonnaise last year, so we are using our new estate as well.
So is it fair to say that for Chanson, their Bourgogne Chardonnay is more elegant, the acidity is more refreshing, because most of the Chardonnay comes from the north?
Yeah, going towards elegant style, minerality,
freshness.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also we have this very good maturity, provide you juicy fruits.
Okay.
But we always want to have a perfect balance regarding the type of fruit. We don't want to have a wine that is, feeling like sensation to be a bit fat. We want something to be vibrant.
Yes. Yes. And then most of the other Bourgogne Chardonnay you find in the market, a lot of them is from the south.
A lot, mainly, yeah.
Okay, so where it's more like heavy and more oily type style.
It's a different style.
Okay.
Also, it's sometimes a little bit also cheaper to source from the south than from the north.
Yes, that we know, because the Chablis area is very expensive.
Here it's an important wine. As you will see, there is our fortress on the label. It's a signature wine. It's the first wine where many people are going to start to try Chanson. Will be with Bourgogne Pinot Noir, and we want them to have lots of pleasure and to try different wines afterwards.
Okay, so this would be a very, very good entry.
If we are talking to the next level of labels that you find in Burgundy, if I'm taking, for instance, Chablis, here, Chablis will be a village. That means, indeed, you have people that are living in this village, and you have vine that is on the village. So it's a delimited surface area. And if you want to have a wine that is called Chablis, 100% of the grapes must come from this area. 100%.
100.
Everything.
Okay.
It's forbidden in France to use grapes that are coming from another village and still keep the name Chablis.
Okay.
I know in some countries they are more permissive. In Burgundy, 100%.
Village on the label is 100% of the grape is from that village.
Exactly.
Okay.
So it will be the same thing when you're moving, for instance, for a Mercurey in the Côte Chalonnaise. That here means that 100% of the grape Pinot Noir are coming from this village.
Okay.
So really Burgundy, it's about the plot. It's about the village. What we want to provide you, it's an experience. It's to be able to see that even though you have two plots next to each other, or two villages that are 1 kilometer apart, even though it's Pinot Noir, it tastes completely different. Completely different. Even though if it's Chanson that make it exactly the same way, Pinot Noir that will grow on different soil will have a different expression. And that started a long time ago in Burgundy. It was due to the work of the Citeaux and Cistercian monks. And they dedicated their life to make great cheese and great wine. And they are the one that started to see that, strangely, a vine is producing fruit, but this fruit to make wine is better on the poor soil, on a slope, not on a rich soil. Which is strange, because when you're making fruit you want a rich soil. Not regarding wine, because they discover that the roots are going down very deep and they are anchoring into the rock, and that is going to provide a different profile of aromas.
The minerals.
For instance, or the tannin will feel supple, or the type of black cherry, plum, cassis type of aromas will be different from one plot to another. Looking from the region Burgundy, from the area Côte de Beaune, and then inside the Côte de Beaune we're having a village, and inside the village there is also different plots. Premier cru, grand cru.
Okay.
So we are going even further into how peculiar we are in the terroir. And if I'm presenting you actually one of my chouchous, one of my personal
chouchous
wine, which is the apple of my eye in good English.
Yeah.
I'll show you Pernan Vergelès, Premier Cru Vergelès. Here, that means that you are on the village of Pernan Vergelès,
okay.
and you're tasting the plot that is called Vergelès.
Okay.
Just a little plot that we own, for instance, 5.4 hectares of vineyard, which is a decent size plot. But the specificity of this plot here is that Vergelès gave the name to the village. Premier Cru, Grand Cru are always located on the slope of the hill because this is where you get the best terroir due to over time erosion with rain. So you are very close to the bedrock. So this is what you want. You want to be close to the rock.
Okay. So it all depends on the type of the slope.
Exactly, okay. On the topography of the village.
Yeah.
Also, if it's facing east, west, south, the winds corridor, the sun exposure, and also what there is on the top of the slope.
So usually, then center would be Grand Cru, top would be Premier Cru, and at the floor would be Village,
yep.
Usually.
Yep.
But there's always exceptions.
Exactly.
One thing that I've noticed, okay, this is for Chanson. Okay, this is one thing I noticed. The label is one of a kind. There's so much information on the label, up to standard with the current trend in terms of the looks of clean, elegance. But at the same time, there's so much information on it. Can you kind of let our friends know why the label's like this or what's on the information? Yeah.
First of all, xie. Appreciate very much the compliment on our new label. Okay. Talking about our new label, it's very new for us.
Okay.
Very new because we changed our label this year, 2nd of January 2024. Not because we wanted to change the label, just for a marketing purpose. For us, it has to mark an achievement. The achievement for Chanson in the village, there is different plots. And here, for instance, you'll be on the Premier Cru, Clos des Fêtes,
okay.
Bon Premier Cru. And in the same time here, it's a monopole. Monopole means that only Chanson is the owner of this appellation, okay. And only Chanson is producing this wine. No one else. We own the whole appellation. What we wanted is to mark an achievement. A big achievement because we double the size of our estate. Will be officially certified organic. We are the first estate in France certified great place to work, happiness and trust index in the company. And we decided that it was time to mark something as an evolution. So we changed our label and we gave lots of thoughts regarding it. As you mentioned before, William, labels could be complicated.
Yes.
So we decided for our label to actually be useful, simplify, provide them useful information, such as, for instance, the size of the plot, the type of soil, also the sun exposure on the label, and the time in barrel. Of course, I use the only one that is still a barrel, because this is a barrel sample.
Okay.
So it's still written in barrel in French, but it will be 19 months at the end of the aging. Okay. And you have the vintage, the name, being straightforward, giving useful information, trying to simplify indeed.
Wow. So you have everything on it. So it's 4.1 hectare, it is 19 months barrel, and then just slopes facing the sun and Premier Cru. So you have everything on it. I've also noticed one thing from some of the labels, a little different from this one. In the logo, here it says Domaine, but some other is debut 1750s. What's the difference?
One means Domaine. That means that it's part of our own 90 hectares of vineyards.
Okay.
And another one, written since 1750.
Yeah.
It means that here we are not the owner of the lands.
Okay.
Not all. Not all.
Yes.
That being said, we are harvesting, making the wine, aging the wine ourselves.
But the land is probably owned by someone else.
But we give the same attention.
Yes,
for us.
It's not better or worse. It's just a different.
We don't own it.
You don't own it. That's all. Oh, very clear. Tell us a little bit about Chanson's winemaking. After the winemaking, and what's the difference between a regular cellar and what is a regular cellar? That's
a very good question.
I know. That's
So talking about Chanson cellar, because this is actually, yes, very unique cellar. We own a fortress that is called Bastion. It's an old military fortress that is dated from Louis XI, part of the defense mechanism of Beaune, the town. And as the town was never attacked, these fortresses were empty. There is 5 around Beaune, and the biggest one is ours. And Chanson actually decided to create their winery in 1750.
One of the oldest.
Yes, one of the 3 oldest in Burgundy. And they decided to settle in this part of Beaune because they had the possibility to rent this fortress to the king. So they went to Paris and they asked the king, there is a massive military fortress that is empty, we would like to make wine inside. And the king said, yes, you can. 39 years after the French Revolution in 1789 happened, and well, the king was beheaded alongside many other people, and all the king property fall into the new republic. And Chanson had the possibility to buy the fortress right after, make it their own, and started to enhance, added more floor. So to give you an idea, we're not going down in the cellar, and for us, we're going up, floor by floor. It's a 4-floor building, and the reason it's perfect to make wine, it's because we're talking about a fortress that has walls that are between 8 to 13 meters.
8 to 30 meters
Of pure rocks.
8 meters is,
I mean,
God,
it's huge.
Yeah, it's all the thickness of this room.
Even more.
Even more.
And temperature between winter and summer don't move very much.
It's just almost stable.
Yeah, the fortress is built around a column that is the well, because there's a soil there, they could take water out.
Okay.
And for us, that provide a natural humidity in the fortress. It's kind of unique, very good to visit actually, because you're going up and it is full of history. Because military soldiers used to actually live there, and now Chanson has been making wine in this fortress for 270 years.
Wow. Not last but not least, I think it's not the last question, but I still have to ask this question. If you have to pick one wine, if it's one wine, if you can only pick one wine, what would you consider to be the most special one in Chanson?
Indeed, this question is very, very, very tricky. It's like if you're alone on an island and you have your best wine with you, which one will it be?
Yeah.
And I will be like, it will be fun for the first 2 weeks. Then I'll be very unhappy because what I like is diversity, and that's what Burgundy is bringing me.
Okay.
But to give you my one of my chouchous for the white in Burgundy, it's on the village of Pernon-Vergelès, and I will mention Pernon-Vergelès Premier Cru Carré. The reason I love this wine is because many people say that maybe Burgundy is getting very expensive, especially in some areas.
Yes.
I love a good buy. Everyone loves a good buy, and I like to go off the beaten path. So I like to explore things. So you're having this profile that is a huge wine for a fraction of the price of Corton Charlemagne Grand.
I'm gonna definitely try it. So that's for the white.
Yeah, love that. For the reds, so difficult. I introduced you the Clos des Fèves earlier, so maybe I'll introduce you to another one that I heart very, very much. It is the Clos des Mouches.
Whoa.
Very iconic, located at the frontier, at the border with Pommard. Okay. At the same height with Pommard Premier Cru Les Rougiens, and same height as if it should have been a Grand Cru. Clos des Mouches exists in both colors, red and white. We are lucky enough to own in total 4.5 hectares of vineyards. 4.3 are in production right now. Mouche means fly in French. Old world French, we're referring here to the honeybees.
And it's very, very famous area. So it's fair to say it's actually, we call it the super premier cru. in a way.
Yep.
Like in Bordeaux, there's super second growth. But I know, you have a lot more.
I will carry my cellar with me on an island.
Burgundy wine has become really increasingly expensive over the past 3 or 4 years, around that area. And what is your point of view on that?
As we mentioned sooner, Burgundy, it's a very small area in France.
Yes.
Represents 5% of French wine production.
Yeah.
Right now, in the past, let's say 6-7 years, we have been heavily affected by global warming. And when I'm talking about global warming here, it's not only due to the fact that during the summer it's very hot and we're having massive drought, lack of water. For us, the big issue is the frost. In the past few years, we had 2 episodes of frost that are huge one, very serious. 2016 and 2021, where, for instance, 2021, Burgundy overall lost roughly 60% of the wine production that year. At Chanson, we lost 65%.
Wow.
So this reason is price boomed because the demand is very high, the production is at the lowest.
And they have to have the income.
Yeah. Regarding the global warming, in terms of wine quality, it has been very good. So far, I'm touching wood because you never know, it can it can go sideways very easily. But so far it's been very good because it provided exceptional vintages one after another. The sad impact to have smaller yields. That was very corrected by Mother Nature on the vintage 2022, which is an amazing vintage where Mother Nature gave us both of the best words, quantity and quality. Burgundy was getting expensive.
Yes. So if for newcomers, it's not going to be easy to spend so much if they're just coming into trying Burgundy and understanding Burgundy, because it's getting more and more expensive. So do you have any suggestions for newcomers?
In Burgundy, there is lots of different villages, lots of different wines. For people that want to adventure, I will tell them to go off the beaten path. I will tell them to actually be curious and try other alternatives. For instance, why Gevrey-Chambertin, Meursault, and Puligny-Montrachet are getting so expensive? Those are very tiny villages in Burgundy. So lots of demands, small production, price are going up. But if you go right outside, you're going to find lots of different alternatives from villages that are less known. Doesn't mean that they are less good. They are actually very good, but less known. So I will tell people to actually try other villages. Go out of the one that everyone are speaking about, because there is so much to discover. And that's one of the reasons as well that we acquired 45 hectares of vineyards in the Côte Chalonnaise, exceptional terroir, where the wines are amazing, and because they are less known, with very, very good price. So I will recommend to actually do like we did. Try Mercury and Rully. At Chanson, we gave the same attention from a Mercury Rully as we're doing Rully for Meursault or Mercury to Gevrey-Chambertin.
So this one,
for instance, yeah, we are giving same care, same attention, same barrel maker, same place in the fortress.
Yeah.
The difference is just the Pinot Noir is coming from a different
and
area.
The quality I've tasted is very good.
It's very nice.
Yeah, you almost cannot distinguish clearly between wines from the Door area and from Chalonnaise. It's very,
Thank you very much.
Amazing.
You will have a great experience and your wallet will be very happy as well. We actually both work on both colors on those villages, but you are correct. It's very well known Rully White and Mercury Red.
Okay, definitely you should try it. 这个大家好朋友你们一定要去试试看。Okay, now it's my turn to introduce a Burgundy from Taiwan. Wait, I did prepare it, and it's called boba tea. Okay, have you tried it?
Never.
Okay, well,
I heard about it.
Have you seen a straw that's that thick?
No.
Okay,
so I'm expecting that there is a few things to.
Yes, there's like little balls of some very sweet dessert inside, and then with a tea, and you should try it. Yeah, like that. and you try.
All right.
This is boba tea.
So I can see here a white color.
You can shake it and smell it.
The nose, plastic.
It's good.
It is a dessert.
Yes.
Because you actually have to chew on those bubbles.
Yes. It's very good. It's very good.
I love it.
Yeah, you don't have to finish it, but it's very good. But 各位朋友 ，OK， 今天我也介绍了我们的波霸奶茶，也希望你们经由这个 Vincent 非常详细的解说，也更了解了 Burgundy。这一集比较长一点但是因为 Burgundy 是一个真的蛮复杂的一个产区，但是它尽量把它简单化。而且呢，它来自于这个很有名、最古老的酒厂之一，叫 Chanson。1750年，那 Chanson 这个酒厂呢，它的最新的标签呢，也把 Burgundy 的复杂简单化，让所有的消费者都可以了解。不见得每个 Burgundy 的酒都要这么贵。像在 Côte Chalonnaise 这个地方有 Mercury 跟 Rouly 呢，这两个产区的酒呢，品质呢，并不会次于这个 Côte d'Or 的这个产区的酒，但是却它的价钱是只有它的一半，甚至于1/3。你们可以试试看，请订阅、分享跟按赞，记得还要开小铃铛。然后我很开心的，也很谢谢大家，看威爸这一集因为这一集也比较长，但是希望大家受益良多，跟我一样。谢谢，下次见，我是威爸 ，Thank you， 拜拜
Bye.
Thank you，
Super.
Thank you， great。